Okay, hello all. So this is Kanu Bhutani here, and welcome all to my Kanu Maximo YouTube channel. So today I'm starting with a PDF, which is Deployment Guide Series, Maximo Asset Management version 7.1. These are the Redbooks that you get on www.redbooks.ibm.com, which contains the entire this book. It's a book online you get, and you can learn whatever IBM tools and softwares are there. We have the documentation over here. So in this we will see Maximo Asset Management version 7.1, which is where we will learn about MAM version 7.1, and we'll also see the plan for the deployment and study some sample usage scenarios. So let's go to the contents, and here we see the part 1 says introduction and an introduction to Maximo Asset Management. Let's go to chapter 1. So here we are going to see the basic concepts of asset management, how we can use this product, and how we can enable it with the processes that are there. We will also see the functional layout of Maximo with various industry specific solutions. The Maximo industries, the domains in which Maximo is used is mostly the oil and gas industry, the utilities industry, and the finances also. So we'll see various industries where these Maximo asset management tools are used. We'll see that. So the first one is the overview of EAM. The EAM is the process of managing the organization's asset throughout their life cycle, and life cycle begins from requisition to retirement. We will see this, what it is, but before that we'll see what is enterprise, what is asset, and what is management. Enterprise can be multiple organizations, departments, functions, business units. Assets can be any equipments, facility that needs to be playing a key role for core business. And management means how we improve the utilization and performance to help improve the ROI. Now the asset life cycle begins with requisition, which is like the stage where the organization requests an asset. For example, take as a laptop. So the asset can be procured from the vendor or the interdepartmental transfer. So the laptop can be a new laptop which you buy from a vendor, or you can say, for example, if there is some thing else which you want to take it from interdepartmental transfer, say for example mouse. There are many mouses in the IT department, so if you want to transfer it to interdepartmental transfer, that can happen. Then it's procurement, where you actually raise the request and finally get the asset at your location, and the invoice is generated. Commissioning means where exactly the laptop is placed. So for example, this laptop on which I am working is given to me, so it is commissioned to me. So I am the owner or the responsible person to take care of this asset, and whatever issues that I face with this asset is like I have to take it to the IT department and get it done. Then it's retirement. So it's like decommissioning phase. So either you replace or you remove the asset. So for example, this laptop of mine, you can either after 5 years 5 years is the limit of this laptop. So in 5 years, if you 5 years if you use this laptop of mine, if I use this laptop after 5 years, I can return it back to IT, even if it is functioning well. So then I can send it to IT back and take a new laptop. But then IT can judge, IT support can see if the laptop is functioning good, then it can increase and give it to me for 1 year more of using, 1 year more. Or if it sees that if it is feeling that it should be replaced or removed, then they will remove that asset. But mostly this is not the assets that we are talking about are very expensive assets. It is since it is expensive, so the expensive part can be reused because it is not old, so we can reuse that part. So that comes into retirement, and this is the entire life cycle that helps the entire enterprise asset management. And why do we do that? The reason only that we do it, the benefits of EAM is reducing the costs, meeting legal requirements, enabling, we will see this, how we meet the legal requirements, enabling better planning, providing competitive advantage, and enhancing information availability. Now we see MAM is an asset management system which provides the first is asset management, maintenance management, inventory management, and purchasing capabilities that help the corporations to maximize the productivity and increase the life size. So Maximo manages the assets by providing the information and real-time data. We will see how this happens, how we get the information and how we get the real-time data of the asset that is maintained and managed by Maximo. And they enable by creating the strategy for maintenance management. How we create the strategy? By decision making capabilities and predicting. This is very important. The prediction maintenance happens because we don't want to see our asset downtime. So we have to see that the asset is working properly. So we predict it, the impact on productivity of asset downtime, that it should not happen that way. So the prediction happens and the assets are managed properly accordingly. So the functional overview of the asset is that it is an integrated productivity tool and database. So there is a database and the tool that comes together, integrate with each other, and it efficiently manages the asset types in single software program. It is built on service oriented architecture. That means we have to make it the services, we have to create the services out of the software that we are building. So the MOM, we will come on this also. Service oriented architecture, what is this? I will explain you. So it delivers a comprehensive view of all assets, their condition, their locations, the workspaces, control, audit. So based on the key attributes of the asset, the critical information is stored, and the relationship between the other resources is also done, where they establish the KPIs, the key performance indicators that help in monitoring the asset conditions and trigger automated actions. And you can create and assign and monitor and notify and report the particular status of the assets. and if the assets are not working properly, then you can raise the work orders, the service test tickets, and uh, purchase orders, and including the status. In this case, you can also include the attachments, the maps, the pictures, the URLs. Why these are needed? Because you are managing the assets which are like, as I told you, oil and gas industry. So in oil and gas industries, you have to manage the drums which are located in some remote areas, the pipelines. So the maps and the pictures and URLs are there, and the IBM Maximo needs that things, and it enables the effective management of end-to-end asset operation and business processes, while you are aligning it with your business goals. And so it is a modular type of an approach to integrate asset control and visibility, and that happens by the storing the standardized data and the history, asset histories, to help integrate the people, the processes, information, and technology. How this is done and why this is done. The asset histories are created because these assets that we are talking about is not a laptop or anything, but we are talking about oil and gas industry, the oil pipelines, the oil drums, and the all the entire machinery that works in oil and gas industry. We are talking about those assets which are very, very expensive. So we need to keep storing the standardized data and the asset histories. Like we need to keep the asset, okay, this type of pipeline will live for 20 years and nothing has happened to it. So such type of asset histories will help integrate the people, process, information, and technology. The Maximo asset management offering includes the tools, the best practices, and services for incremental value. Managing assets through MAM gives a business a competitive advantage. You just imagine that if you are having oil and gas industry, and if you have to maintain all those assets which are there, you just can't change every day, or you just can't change every year the pipeline. You have to, if there is some minor problem or minor issue, that you have to predict it and do the predictive maintenance of that pipeline, and you have to manage it that way, not to change it always, because that thing, changing those assets are very, very difficult because they are very expensive assets. So we have to maintain it as long as possible, but in case if it is required to change it, then yes, we have to change it. We can't do anything. So this is the overview of MAM. Then we'll see what are modules in next session. Thank you very much. Bye.